First of all, starting new campaign, I will give us an introduction to our location. So, where both players currently reside is the same location, which is wonderful because it means I don't have to describe two different places. You guys are staying at the Cloudspire Harbor, a place of that is generally a scenic route of trade off on the southwestern part of the world. Um, that it's so out of the way. When the general vibe there is that people are just kind of here to they've either been here all their lives or people wanted to get away. They could get away from many things. They could get away from the religious zealots that predominantly inhabit most of the land. You two haven't been really exposed to it too much, but you will occasionally hear that generally a foreigner, well, Tev has no concept of foreigner, but by now, Solace will have had that experience, and you'll see that they open conversations with Praise the Divine. Hey, how are you doing? It's what they do, it's how they out themselves, but it's how they also signal to each other that they are of the same belief. So, this place doesn't really get those visitors. And the location as well, it's primarily airship travel. Lots of blimps, lots of miniature airships, and bigger airships. There are commercial ones, there are small ones, with ports kind of scattered throughout the city. It's, by name, one of the most air travel destinations. Cloudspire Harbor, you're not traveling by sea. Unless you're a select few people. Anyway. Technology in this world, it's powered through either steam or batteries or magic. Bit of the three. There is things like runic enhancements that allow something to work better, but generally the principles of it are either magic or science. Most of what's powered currently is science with the help of magic, which is very interesting, as you'll find out later. To start us off, we're actually going to be jumping to Tev. And the reason we're jumping to Tev is Grandma's got an ask for you. Mildred, see, her essentially robot cat has lost all of its battery and wants you to go take it to the runic shop, get it charged up. All it takes is a few hours of runic charge, as she's explained to you, but you know that you gotta stop somewhere you usually don't visit. That's gonna be local rune master or forge master. And
wait, so the forge master
yes,
charges the batteries?
This particular cat. Sorry, it's not an automaton in the way that, well, it's not a robot in the way you plug in some batteries. This thing is powered by the gem at the core of its body, and it's inscribed with runic transcription or inscription, and so you can see that it's an arcane cat.
Why would I go to the blacksmith for that?
Because the local blacksmith here does that. He's a rune forge master, not necessarily.
Okay, word. Okay.
Most
armor.
Most of the blacksmiths will have this capacity because it is of great demands in the local economy, and there are specialists that take care of the general electrical needs, but it's cheaper and it's in more abundance to power things with magic. And so this is a magical.
I feel like Tev
cat.
wouldn't know any of that.
No, he wouldn't. Mildred just said, take this to the Rune Forge Master. He'll know what to do with it. Well, no explanation.
She's not gonna give me directions.
Yeah, I mean, she will definitely give you directions. So
I feel like, is it in my usual stomping ground?
yes, absolutely. You've passed there quite often. But you might not have had a name to the place. You just do. You do pass it quite
Okay. So I know where I'm going.
generally. Yes.
All right.
Generally might be a generous.
So did she hand me the cat,
Oh, yeah.
or
Oh yeah, cat is stiff right now.
oh, it's stiff? It's not like limp, like a dead animal.
No, it ran out of charge as
It's
it was like
paused.
trying to stretch on her lap, and it just went. Eh, and
Does that mean that the
frozen
tail is like?
Yes, the tail is like fixed in the air because of that. You know, the cat back like stretch. It's stuck in
Yeah.
that position.
Okay. So
It's stuck doing the downward dog with its tail in the air.
the moment that she passes Tev the cat
Yeah.
and like turns her back,
Yeah.
he grabs it by its tail and just like holds it by the tail.
Right, and she tells you its name, and its name is Temmie. So you're
Okay.
holding Temmie by his tail. And
Yeah, he's frozen, so it's like holding like a awkward stick.
exactly. And you try to test it too. You're just like trying to see if it loosens, or just like shaking it just a little bit harder. And
I don't
it's-
shake it. I don't shake it.
Oh,
no,
no shake.
I don't shake it. No, fuck
You're
no.
just
I don't
holding
want
it
to
by
get
the
yelled at by
tail.
grandma.
Great.
I'm just holding it by the tail and I'm walking out of there.
You do so.
I don't say a word. I'm like, all right, I know my mission in my brain. I'm going on my mission. Am I getting anything? Actually, before I leave,
Oh, yeah.
what am I?
Make any preparation.
So, hey, grandma. He's like holding it behind his back.
Yes.
Do I get to come for dinner tonight then?
Oh yes. Please let yourself in.
Yes. Okay.
All
I'll see you later
I'll
then.
See you at dinner.
Bye.
Bye. She
And
waves.
he's gonna start
She's
on
got
his
low-
way.
She got a cane. She's leaning against the kid,
Aw.
waving.
What's the grandma's name?
Mildred.
Mildred.
She waves you off and you head towards town. And in that, well, not head. Let's say you both live in city. It's really, it's one of the least cityest cities. Its primary priority is just ensuring port travel and ensuring commerce is passed through, and so you are just heading deeper into town.
Wait. So it's a town?
City, sorry. It's a city with
Okay.
with you know. Yeah,
Is there
it's a
like
city.
tall buildings?
Like one.
Airships?
one tall
One?
building.
It's not
Maybe
even
two.
a juicy city?
Well, the main priorities are the port locations, and those are the tallest structures. So I guess those would be, yeah, I guess those are buildings, but it's really just a port. Port does extend high into the air because, well, they need to.
Okay, I see. How many ports are there?
In this harbor there's one, two, there's four. There's four, and they're scattered throughout the city.
Okay.
And you see, like, there's also like different colored airships going to specific ports as well. And right, and you head further into the city, into the Cloud Spire Harbor.
I'm taking my main route. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
wherever I usually frequent, I am going that path.
Beautiful. What happens during that time? I mean, like your usual paths. Your usual path is a bit of a quite a distance actually, from the end of your usual path all the way back to Mildred's house. You travel quite a bit of distance, so I'd say. Are you actively looking for something that vaguely looks like what Mildred's described? How does Tev find where he needs to be?
I know roughly where it is.
Roughly. You've never shopped there before.
Should I like roll for it?
Oh, of course.
How successful I am
Yeah, go for it.
after I describe it? Okay.
Yeah, after you describe
I
it.
assume he's like gonna do the thing where he walks down the street for his regular spots and like says hi to everybody.
Yeah.
He's like, you know, the little shit kid spit. He's like saying, nodding over to him. Passes by the corner store, waves the corner store guy.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He's like doing his rounds. He's definitely traveling casually,
Yeah.
but he's going in the direction that he remembers it being in and hoping that he'll just see it on the way.
And now you can go ahead.
Wait, actually,
Hmm?
he wants to go in. No, he wants to approach Spit. The kid, is he around?
Oh, is Spit around? Let me find out. Yeah, he's around. And he's in his second most popular spot. Not his first, not the take a look
Okay,
at
yeah.
his main spot and you're like, oh, not there.
Not there.
Find him in his second one. Probably
Okay.
I don't know, where does Spit usually reside? Just kinda anywhere?
He's like a street rat, so wherever you want him to be is where he'll be.
Right, well he's sat on top of a empty like one of those empty boxes? Not boxes. They're like containers for jugs and glass drinks. What is that thing called? I don't remember. He's sitting on one of those, it's flipped over and he's just sitting on it. He's in an
sitting on a
alleyway.
crate?
Yeah, an upside down crate that was used to haul drinks.
Hey, kid!
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Do you know where he's like searching his mind to remember what she said. Magical forge is?
Oh, the,
Mildred's got me running an errand for her.
the local rune forge. Yeah. You know. How do you get there from here?
You just like give me a rough description.
And he's
And you better not fuck me over this time.
look, that was half my thought. But you caught me on a good day.
Listen, you're not gonna hear it from me. You're gonna hear it from Mildred. If you send me in the wrong direction.
All right.
And I don't want to sick Mildred on you, but I will if I have to.
Please, anything about that. Okay. I think the fastest way you'll get there is any points in the direction of the street that you didn't come from. There's a alleyway that cuts through most of this area, and he goes down that alleyway, points towards that alleyway, and he goes, and then two shops on the right. And it'll be really obvious. There's magic everywhere. I don't know. I can smell it. Anyway, and he runs off into the alleyway.
Thanks, Spit.
Bye. Waves his hand and he disappears into the alleyway.
All right, I guess I'm going in the direction that Spit pointed me in.
Right. Do that. And we're gonna go ahead and swap over to our lovely Solace over here. What would Solace be up to at, I don't know, or at an early part of the day?
Probably whatever he was told to do, like helping anyone that in the workspace.
Great. So I'd assume that you probably have a schedule, and you just got loose outline, what it is. It probably involves like, all right, this particular metal needs to be removed in this area and transferred over here.
Yeah.
And these runites have to be processed by this time.
And then this armor needs to be fixed, or this item needs to be.
And it's all labeled
Recalibrated.
too. It's all labeled, and you see like, yeah, rune sword number 3 has a chip on the hilt, and it's preventing the catalyst from powering it. And you see, that probably means that the whole gem within that sword needs to be replaced. You're doing that. You're doing it. And you see on the far side of the room the Rune Forge Master is just doing his own thing. Right now you can see that he's currently looking at the schematics for a custom built like rune horse armor, and he's just kind of scratching his head. And he's just like, oh boy, new character voice. Hold on. Hold on. Oh gosh. Alright, he's just like, I really don't know how I'm gonna do this. Oh, too British.
Kind of like looks over, and he's in his armor too. He's like full hidden away. He doesn't want to impede, but
Yeah.
he's now eavesdropping.
You can see that he's been staring at it for so long that he's kind of just cross-eyed at this point, staring at it. He's just like pointing at all the parts that he's verbally processing with his little meaty finger. He's just like, the armor, the curves here, but the rune knight needs to line this part, but can't do that unless you have the correct alloy to be able to bend underneath the armor. And he's just pointing out all of these different, essentially fallacies of this design, and you see him crumple it all up, and he throws it in the trash. And then he goes, I spit on the person who made this. Ugh. Bad design.
Solus jumps and immediately looks back at his work. I was definitely not looking at him. I was totally not eavesdropping or trying to figure out what the problem was.
And he goes, eavesdropping. I see that you're a little bit distracted.
I didn't mean to impede. It just didn't seem wrong. It looked fine.
You have much to learn. All that person needed to do was hire any amateur journeyman. Any. But no, he thinks he is so smart. Instead, he thinks he can do it himself, but pretend. Ugh. And you see him put on what looks to be one of those masks that welders use, but this one it's trimmed with this blue iridescent like veins that's going all throughout it. And you see him put this on, and those veins start to glow. And from the workshop, he grabs this wireless, what looks to be like rock with a handle. He grabs it, and that lights up. And you see him start working on a piece of armor nearby that's held up on a thick metal stand. And you can see that he's repairing some of the connections on this armor that was otherwise severed. And as you see this, depending on the angle you'll stand, actually go ahead and make a roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Oh, why does he have a negative?
Oh,
Oh. Oh! An
Oh.
unnatural one.
bro.
Incredible.
I have a
So
negative
you-
to perception too. We're not gonna be
so,
perceiving anything.
No.
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
no.
yes. It's you are totally fixated on how he is just so precise with the welding tool, the runic welding tool. He's like, for certain parts he gets certain angles, and from these angles it melts the little bit of inscription on it, but in a way that's making it match the rest of the pattern on his armor. As the little tiny veins are now seamlessly connected, you see magic start to pour through it, and it's like once the veins were connected, then the bloodstream could flow, kind of vibe, and you're just totally entranced. You have you have made it to the shop, 2 shops down to the right, going through the alleyway, and you come upon what was the shop's name? One moment.
Real. I didn't write it down.
I didn't have it. I have it somewhere.
Ben, you're supposed to write that down. That's kind of important for
Sorry,
your
the
character.
character's name? His character?
No, the place name.
Shop name.
Oh, the shop name.
yeah,
Oh, shit. I don't have that.
I don't. Oh, I have it somewhere. I forgot to give it to you too, so that's my bad. It is the.
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 ba ba da na 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 na. I wish I knew the Kahoot music.
So true.
It's kind of a hard beat to do.
It
It
is. That's what I'm
is.
saying. I wish I could do it. And then you go. Oh, you can't hear it. The clock. The like
Yeah.
tick tick tock.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
it's kind
true.
of like a team effort.
Hey, you. It
Yeah,
picks
yeah,
yours up.
yeah.
It doesn't
I
pick
don't
mine up.
have my noise suppression on.
And you don't have the weird mic.
I have the weird
One that
mic.
falls.
I have the one that falls.
Threatens you.
Yes. No, 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 no.
This is
All
important
right.
information that we need to have.
Our guys are not bobbing. Is that
Huh?
correct, or is that just my stream being fucked?
Oh,
Everyone's
I-
bobbing. On my
they're not
end.
bobbing for me.
Not
either.
for me.
Again?
Bum
Yeah,
bum.
they're
Nope.
bobbing. You're fine.
Not for us.
Bum
But as
bum
long as they're
bum.
bobbing for you, that's what
Yeah,
As
matters.
they're
that's
bobbing
fine.
for me. I'm the one
I
recording.
can see my guy.
I can't anymore. They're paused.
Oh, they're paused here. My
Because you
bad.
minimized it. That's all good.
Okay.
Oh, now it's white.
Ah!
Huh?
Now it's white. We fucked the stream up.
Oh no.
Bwah, bwah,
Um,
bwah, 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 bwah. Technical difficulties.
There you go. Here you
Go
go.
difficulties on the chat.
Oh, I can see. Oh, we're tiny now. Oh, we're back.
Oh, we're moving.
And we're moving.
Yay.
Oh, huzzah.
Oh, huzzah.
Huzzah.
All right. So this place is Tongaroa's Mystical Ruins. That's the name of the
Okay,
shop.
Tongaroa, slay.
And that's spelled Tangaroa. I'll send that to you guys later. And
Slay.
you pull up to Tongaroa's.
Oh, we're not bouncing anymore. Okay.
Godspeed.
You pull up to Tongaroa's Mystic Ruins. And you see just a ton of blue shimmering equipment laid out, presented very nicely. These have seen no wear. And there is a wide selection split out in the front. And this shop is like from the front to probably a 2-story wooden building, kind of a tall ceiling, and the front door is really not so much a door. There's just an opening that is closable by a gate. And when they want to close up shop, they just close the gate. Otherwise, you can just kind of see right through the front. And it's a wide opening to a bunch of front desk areas that kind of close the entrance in, and then there's a little spot for you to open up the staff like I don't know, like a trap door almost, and it says staff only, but it's wide, and it's wider than usual. With any amount of perceptivity, you would see why, considering the big man in the corner is working on something that is quite blinding. Even from the distance that you're at, you kind of, as you glance over, there's just flashes of this blinding blue light, and it's almost like it kind of makes you like just cover your it depends on how you react to a blinding light like that. And you see 2 figures. Yeah. See 2 figures. One is glowing red. Like this red, this red glow coming off off of one of them, and it's like also coloring like their skin too. Like, and the other dude is
No, he's
almost
in his armor.
Oh, he's in his armor.
He's in his armor. He's
in his
never
armor.
naked.
Then
He's
you
never
just see
nude.
well, as far as you know, you just see an automaton that is staring towards the blue light. In fact, you don't even know that's a person. And I mean, not even just a person. As far as
That
you know,
could
it's not.
potentially be magical.
As
I don't
far
know.
as you know, that's just not walking anywhere. And so
Okay.
you just see the one dude, big, tall, brown guy, assumed to be, the aforementioned Runeforge master. He's working on a piece of armor. He's about 1.5 times the size of the armor that's standing next to him, and so I don't know, you probably think, wow, that's some small armor for such a big dude. What do you do?
Well, first of all, you should probably change Solus to his armored version.
Yeah. I tried doing that. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I was just reminding you. And then, as for what I do, I see the guy I see the big man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he looks like he would know what he's talking about, so I'm just gonna approach him. He's doing something blinding.
He's in the back. Yeah, he is doing something blinding.
Is there
And
like a bell to ring or something?
There is a bell to ring.
Okay. I walk up to
And-
that bell and I go, bing!
And you do, and as it clicks in and pulls back, it kind of lets off also a very like a magical ring, one that kind of like, it's not just a high pitched sound. There is also a low pitched vibration. You feel that kind of
Go
pulse
through my
through
bones.
you, and as you do that, yeah, Solace, you are snapped out of your entrancement of the armor, and you can't hear the high-pitched ring, but you do feel, as it vibrates through your armor, a familiar feeling of the front reception or the front desk bell.
Yeah, he'll immediately like look over and then notice the customer that is Tev and wander over.
Hobble over.
Yeah, big piece of armor's coming at you.
Clink, clank. Wait, so do I see him coming at me?
Mm-hmm. You see that what you thought was a still piece of armor turns its head towards you.
I,
starts-
a shiver goes down my spine. I never liked these things. They always freak me out. They're
Good
cool,
stuff.
but they scare me a little bit too.
And Solus sees Tev holding the automaton cat, the battery depleted automaton cat by its tail.
By the tail, yeah.
I'm holding it like a fancy stick.
Like, is that yours?
No. But I do
Uh,
need to get it charged. I think that's what you say. I don't know. This is my
Yeah.
first time.
That's fair. I'll take the cat. I
It's
just
for
need a
Mildred.
name. Mildred. Okay, are you gonna pick it up as well?
Yep.
All right. And he's gonna like scramble for like paper and stuff, knowing kind of the way to do this, but he clearly is still awkward.
Heb's like looking at the armor up and down.
It's not gonna take very long, but it will be with us for a little while.
Like how long?
God.
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh, yeesh. All right. 2
Sorry.
hours it is. No, it's fine. It's not your fault. It's my fault for getting involved with Mildred. Here,
He takes.
and he's literally
Take-
holding it like a stick.
Yeah, and
passing
then
it.
he's gonna take it like more gingerly. He's kind of like treating it like an animal, even though it is super stiff.
And in this moment, you hear the loud welding, the runic welding tool that was just like it's taking up just so much just sound. Just like, the ordinance is crazy on that one. It's so loud, but in like a very hot burning tool kind of way, and it's just gone. And suddenly it can like just like, oh, I can hear myself think. All the sound, it's just now super quiet, and he lifts up his safety mask, looks at it, kind of polishes a part of the armor with his thumb, and he goes, "Ah." Very very satisfied with the work he's done, and he puts down his mask and heads over as Mildred's cat was already handed to Solace. And he goes, "Oh, I know this thing," and he goes, little Demi went off and died again.
Oh, okay. So this isn't the first time you've dealt with the
But-
thing.
I do not see Mildred. Where did Mildred take off?
The thing?
No, I'm the one who brought it. I brought it in.
oh. Who are you? Are you Mildred's? You know. And he points at his ring finger. Hmm?
Oh, no.
Solus cringes as well.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, she just kind of lets me stay at her house sometimes.
I'm so sorry for the confusion. You see, Mildred talked about a handsome person with graying hair and brown hair, and I just assumed that you fit that description. That is totally my fault.
It kind of
Okay, she said, what about that, though?
Well, I mean that is the husband that left her.
Oh.
Did she not tell you that?
Oh, no, she definitely told me that.
Okay. Well, sorry, but you fit that description. Almost uncannily.
Yeah, that's probably not a
Um,
coincidence.
Especially this part over here, and he points at the chin part. I don't know. There's something
Yeah.
about that is very giving, very him.
in the
Cannot
armor.
say his name.
Solus is like violently side-eyeing both parties. With his lack of pupils, it's kind of hard to notice that. But,
But no, but
is,
he's
like,
side-eyeing.
yeah, you can tell. But he's like, what the hell kind of conversation am I stuck in between?
So are you his son? Is that why you look so much
No,
you're not.
not
You're
related.
Not related. Oh.
I'm just a friend. I just
just-
help her out sometimes, and then sometimes she lets me have dinner.
You are like her caretaker, yes?
I would say it's probably more the other way around, but I can probably walk better than she
Oh.
can.
And then he gives this face of, it all makes sense. She is
Are
taking care of
satyrs
you.
common?
No,
Oh.
not at
Okay.
all. Very uncommon.
Yes, which is, you would think, this guy should have a reaction.
And also,
but there's a reason
You've
for why he's
definitely
not.
seen Tev on the street
Yes.
before.
Yes, we
Yeah, so he's
have.
like, he's been promoted to
Yeah.
housing. I'm so glad.
That is what is going on also in front in Nalu's head.
Yeah, but only every now and then. When I'm, when it's extra cold out. And she needs me to do her a favor.
Live on the street?
He's side
I
eyes.
have seen him sleep over there on that cardboard box in the alleyway.
I have to say, I'm not used to the whole, automatons having opinions about people's housing.
Oh!
Oh.
And he slaps Solace's back.
Solace nearly
hard.
falls over. Yeah.
He laughs and he turns around, reaches for Mildred's cat, and he goes, "I'll take care of this. Go ahead and give him his receipt, but he will. Yeah, you could pay when Demi's all charged up. I'll take care of this." And I assume. Well,
Did Grandma Mildred give me money?
This is on Mildred's tab.
Okay, word. Okay.
Mhm.
You're fine.
This is a normal
Whew.
transaction.
Crisis averted.
Yeah.
I'm not actually an automaton. I am a person.
Oh.
inside.
Oh, I am so sorry.
And you hear
Okay, well then you're a normal
Common mistake.
person having opinions about somebody's housing. Which,
Nalu laughed on the way
Yeah.
out.
from my understanding, this place is
Writing the
kind of rude, but I don't care. I'm just,
We're rude.
huh?
He's squinting, confused because he doesn't know what he just said.
He said, I done said. I said
I said what I said.
what I said. No, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
I live on the street every now and then. If you
Why?
find the good spots, it's really nice.
You guys hear chains from the back of the shop, like lots of chains running along the ground.
There's nothing wrong with living on the street. Have you tried it recently?
No.
Well, then
I have a bed.
you
I
might need to.
sleep in.
I think that you should try it sometime.
Sleeping on the street.
Yeah.
It seems not correct.
You find the right roof, and it's a
They
beautiful
they make
night.
laws for that.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Like
he's like.
slowly sliding the receipt to him. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy?
I mean,
Where do you come from?
where all satyrs come from?
Solus stares blankly.
The Feywild?
Oh. How'd you get here?
That's a lot of personal questions.
I'm sorry.
I think you've
didn't
run
mean-
out.
He's like,
Do you have any small talk
backing off.
questions now? Like, how's the weather? Or
how's the
how long are
weather?"
your hooves this winter?
People ask that?
Well, not here, but
Oh. Fair enough.
You guys hear
Um,
the sound of like almost what I can describe as like jet engines starting to start up, but from the back of the shop. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, totally.
And then you hear just
Unfazed.
like
Oh my God.
fire.
Yeah, he's unfazed. He's lived this.
Does Tev notice anything about this stranger's armor?
As far, actually, yes. One part is that the inscriptions are a lot different than the rest in the shop. And there are parts of it that do not share the same glow as the rest of the items in the shop, giving off a well, give me an investigation roll as well.
The first roll of the game. Oh, fuck me. Sideways. That's a 6.
Oh, it's not the first
Damn.
roll. The first roll is the nat 1.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. The first roll for me.
First roll for you, yeah.
First roll for you.
Yay.
You would see the sun inscription on the chest too.
Yes, that.
But a
additional-
6?
A 6.
6 might be all that you see
six.
is the sun.
Well, you see a bit of this of an orange dim peeking through the bigger parts of the armor. That's it.
Okay.
It's like that's not the right color.
Tev slowly reaches his hand over to grab the receipt. Because we're apparently moving in slow motion. He's just mirroring Solus's speed.
The awkward behavior.
Uh-huh. Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Are you going to pick him up as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll come get him later.
All right. Should I write your name down to be safe?
He narrows his eyes, raises his eyebrows. Why do you want my number 2?
Now, the poor little creature in the armor is like actively not trying to die in confusion. He's getting a little flustered. He's like, "What the hell is this guy on to?" He's like,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, I can put my name. It's Tev.
Tev. Okay. How would I spell that?
His, I'm gonna be really honest with you right now. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know
Mhm.
how to write in common.
Hmm.
I don't know how to write in common, so I wouldn't know. Do your best guess.
Well- Okay. He starts writing his best guess, which would most likely just be Tev.
Yeah, Tev. Ev?
Oh,
Tev? Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up! Shut up!
That's
Shut
how
up!
Tev would write it.
That's how Tev would
That's-
write it.
T-E-F.
That is so. Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible.
So Tev,
Yeah.
we now if you and he's really scrambled. He's trying to go through his pre-recorded script for you, but it's not working.
I kind of
He's
broke the
not-
script a little bit.
He's been on such a script to deal with customers that now it's fucked. When you come back, we will have Temmie ready for you,
Right.
and you just have to say that you're looking for Temmie under Mildred/Tev.
I need to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do they feel pain?
The cat.
Yes.
Do you need a
God.
DM pause? All right, DM pause. I like to think that Solace and Nalu have had discussions about it, and like at least a philosophical discussion of like I don't know, just the fact that you've seen like stiff, rigid objects turn like very smooth. Like at one point you've experienced kind of a runic inscribed snake, and it goes from being a literal stick to bonk people with to a slithering, slick snake. And that is Nalu's stance on at least sentience. That like and if they're sentient, then what aren't the odds that they feel pain? And so he respects them in a way where if he were those things with emotions, he would like to be taken care of in a certain way. And so he has this level of care when it comes to like his runic inscribed cats and animals that he takes care of. And so kind of seeing that very briefly, Tev holding Temmie by the tail did unease him momentarily, and
Minor psychic damage.
a part of the reason why he left. So
not exactly, but usually when
No?
you work with them, they almost feel real. So it's by the person. It hypothetically they might.
So you don't know.
Nope.
Okay. That I was really hoping you would know. I don't
Sorry.
know. They give me the creeps, honestly.
I think they're kind of cute.
That's what they were designed to be. Which makes them not cute at all. Anyway,
Right.
nice meeting you. Your name? Eyebrow raise.
Soulless.
Okay. Soulless.
He gives a little wave.
and wait, before that happens, Nalu steps out right after you goes, and he's holding something in his hand, and he raises the other and goes, wait, and he goes, wait,
Uh-huh.
bring this to Mildred, you'll need
Oh.
this. And he's holding a container that seemingly has liquid in it.
Pepper's coming through, by the way.
Yeah, I can't fix that right now.
Okay.
So,
I can fix it.
great.
But I can't hear you.
Alright, we'll wait for you.
Come here.
Can you hear us?
Creature from the underground.
There?
Animal Crossing vibes really hit hard.
I knew that would set the tone. Back yet? Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello, hello, hello.
Hello?
Animatronics here do get a bit quirky at night.
Animatronics
Ugh.
here, too. You
Oh my god.
Yep,
I
and-
pissed, and now I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
I took that
um,
opportunity.
So yeah, it's a very tiny container. Very, it's really more. It kind of resembles a dropper, but it's got a bunch of blue shimmering liquid in it, and he hands you it.
Tev raises both eyebrows. What kind of drugs are these?
No drugs. No. In fact, do not ingest it. It is not for non-runic creature consumption. Yeah,
I
well,
wasn't. I mean, I wasn't
they
assuming it was
consume
for me. I thought it was for Mildred.
Oh no! Tell her do not. She knows.
What is it?
I have to. It is good for a few different things. It is good for repairs of, because I know she has other things that is inscribed, and so you can mend. You can do some mending. I know she likes to use it to help with her more older collection. And they get to worn
okay.
out a little bit, and she gives them this so that she doesn't have to bring them here.
Okay,
And
I
if-
understand. It's oil.
Yeah.
There was definitely a faster
Sort of
way of
like
saying
that.
that.
Sort of like, well, it is not like oil, but I can see how that makes sense.
It's oil.
And he's looking at
Magical
this.
water from a fountain
physical
that breathes
grin.
life into evil machines. I get it.
Solus is slowly
Evil
nodding
machines.
and cringing.
What makes them evil?
I don't know. It's like
No, no, no. They are lovely
when you look at your
creatures.
reflection and your reflection is wrong. That's what they are.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything is designed in the model of who we are, depending on what is made, and so all of the things around here, I put a little bit of myself into them, and the same
I'm
thing can
sure,
be
and
said.
they are quite masterful in their.
Except for that one, and he points at Solace. That one was made by them. I did not touch it.
Huh?
It took them
Oh,
a
the
very-
cat.
No. And he's pointing at the armor that Solace is wearing.
I thought
He-
you said it
he made
wasn't an
that.
automaton. Now I'm really confused.
The
Does
person
is Solus?
in the suit
Oh, I
made
see.
the armor that they're in.
Okay, I get it. No, I get it. Okay, I understand.
Piece by
Solus is nodding
piece,
slowly.
I get
from
it.
the ground up.
So you willingly put yourself in one of these creepy reflection things.
You make it sound like you cannot get out.
I mean, I will say this one is designed quite nicely. I think that it doesn't look like an animal or a person, which gives it a much more approachable visage.
Thank you. He's kind of like confused if it's a compliment.
You're welcome.
Does Tev use much hand gestures?
Oh, well, yeah, he's just as animated as I am.
Right. Well, then he's just like, making an outline of you as he's like describing your armor,
Yes.
pointing
Yes.
at the parts that he's talking about.
Absolutely. He's appreciating
He-
the handiwork, for sure.
He's like, the armor's meant to. It helps me regulate my body.
Eyebrow raise. Uh-huh.
I run hot, so I don't want to burn.
Eyebrow raise.
everything.
Uh-huh.
Like a vine boom every time he hits an
Yeah.
eyebrow.
Yes. It is.
I don't want to burn anything, so it's
Oh,
easier if
I'm-
I just hide in here.
may I ask what you are, I guess? Is that rude?
Mhm. No, I asked what you are. I'm a fire
That's-
genasi.
Oh! Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That checks out. I don't feel like they burn super hot usually, though.
No.
Eyebrow
He's, like,
raise.
sweating a little bit.
Sorry. That's where you're supposed to cut me off for asking too many personal questions.
Oh, I'm cutting you off from asking too many personal questions. He says with like a little finger up.
Tev hits him with the thumbs up and winks.
Damn.
All right. So should I stick around or should I like hang outside somewhere?
Well, there's a waiting room over there. He points out
It
where
is
there are
2
some chairs.
hours.
2 chairs set up with like magazine stack on the side.
Aw.
All right. Well, this is a nice place. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you. I guess I'll hang out over there. And then he like shuffles over there. He clip clops over there.
Lovely. Thank you. And he goes and starts. I'll got some stuff to work on over here. There's like
Solus would
a bunch
probably.
of papers. Bunch of
Yeah,
papers.
you'd probably
in his
finish
stack.
up in the front area and then do some work as well. What time of day is it?
It's about like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Okay. Good to know.
I haven't hit noon yet. Hit noon. He's collecting some papers. Never gave a description for him. So this dude, big bulking man, probably about close to 7 feet tall. Like all the
Yes.
architecture surrounding this place just kind of makes sense for the build, and it kind of gives you some hints that he might have built some of the other important stuff in here too. And so what he's got on right now is a one of those Smithy's aprons, but instead of going over his head, around his neck, it is around his waist and going down. He is naked from the upper body up. He is not currently wearing a shirt. He is exposed, but this is his normal
Oh.
fit. He runs shirtless. So he's just
And he's
got the
buff as hell,
and
right?
he's buff as hell.
Okay,
buff as
cool.
hell.
And he's tattooed?
Mm-hmm. Yes, all of these
Uh-huh.
wavy, there's wavy like inscriptions similar to when he says a part of him is on the armor, a part of that is the inscriptions on the armor also are matching the tattoos that goes across his arm, that goes across his chest, down. It's symmetrical on the torso. But it turns into different patterns as it goes onto his arm, and it's just a series of waves, all in black ink, and with really lush like brown hair, and it goes down to his shoulders.
It's textured, right?
Very textured.
Okay, word.
Very fluffy, like it weighs
He's
a
a
lot.
Samoan-looking motherfucker.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Pretty wide.
And I'm seeing this?
You're seeing this.
Yeah, Tev's definitely like leaning in the doorway and watching for a little while. He's lingering.
Yeah.
Admiring.
He's definitely admiring that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. As he should. And it's like grabbed a few things that were just kind of left around the front of the shop. So there was a stack of tiny not tiny shields off to the side. Grabs those and he starts walking them into the back.
Slay. Is there any specific tasks that they need to do, or is it jump to where the cats charge?
That really depends on the attention span of Tev.
Tev?
Yes.
Yes. I can tell you right now, it's really low.
I'd imagine.
He sits in that area for about 10 minutes.
10
But he's
minutes.
shuffling around,
Yeah.
he's looking around. He's like there are magazines.
There are.
He's reading through each one. You could hear him flip the page every now and then, but he's not actually reading them. He's just like
Looking.
staring at the
And
pictures.
then
And yeah.
30
Eventually
minutes go
he'll
by,
wander.
and you start wandering.
Yeah, no, he's
Yep, you're
definitely
out of there.
wandering back. He's not wandering out of the building just yet. He's wandering back to where he can see what's happening
Yeah.
and lean on something and look around.
You do so. At this point, Nell is back in the front of the shop, and right now there is like this other stack of armor that's kind of wrapped in like dusty cloth, and you see him put on a orange mask over his mouth, and it's got two large cylinders attached to either side of it, and he opens the sheet and it just like poofs towards him this like orange like substance, and he through the mask he's just coughing. He's like and he's just like fanning off the orange. He's like, oh, I really do hate this. I hate this part.
What is it?
Oh, this is what happens when you leave all of this metal out and put it in someplace very dry. Something about reconnect, like the oxygen making contact with them again. It just has a tendency. It has a tendency to react violently. And you're just like, I'm glad it's over. It smells so bad. And from there, you get this hint of like like very rusted metallic smell, but then rot.
Ugh.
Yeah, and both of you get a wave of that. The shop,
Ugh.
and he goes, "Oh,
Ugh.
this might be too toxic. I'm wearing a mask. Please, both of you, you might need to leave this store. Oh,
Okay.
this is totally a hazard. Oh no!" And he's waving it. And what's interesting is that at this point, what he's used to is the cloud of like runic rotting particles that's around is usually goes away after a while, but this one was packed. This one was a cloud, and there's really so many ventilated areas in the front. And he goes, "Oh, this is bad," waving his hand in front of his face.
Well, he shouldn't at least ingest it, so he's gonna go over to Tev and try to like shoo him out of the store with him.
Wait, what? Wait,
And he
what?
goes, no, both of you,
He didn't
both of
follow
you.
any of that.
And he
What?
puts his hand on Solace's back and starts pushing you out of the store too.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going. I don't know why
Way
I'm
of the
out.
store.
What just happened?
Toxic armor.
And you hear
Happens here and
fanning.
there.
You hear fanning towards the front
Oh.
door, and there's just orange like dust like coming out and getting carried away with the wind.
That's not good.
Both
Tev's
of you are
already kind of
standing out.
stepped out a little
Yeah,
further.
Solus is out too.
Like he stepped out further. He like took one more step back.
Shouldn't affect Temmie.
Oh, that was like the least of my worries, but
Oh. I just know that you came in with her, so.
she's not mine.
Mm.
You know, I'm gonna be real. There was one time where I pushed her. Tammy was like on a railing. I pushed her off just to see what would happen.
You did.
Yeah, she was fine. They're
Well,
designed really well, but I definitely did that one time
why?
because I wanted to see what would happen.
Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah, I got to see what would happen. She
Alright.
landed on her 2 feet or 4 feet. She was
There
fine.
are 4.
I have 2, so sometimes I
That's
forget
true.
other things have 4.
It's interesting that you have hooves.
That is how satyrs work.
Yeah, I know, but I've never really seen one except for you, and you just kind of you go around, you just explore. I've only really
Yeah.
seen you in passing.
Yeah, I explore. There's a lot to explore.
I guess I don't get around a lot. I kind of do my job.
Oh, I see.
What do you see?
I see.
And in like Tev says it so like for fact because you have been through the city multiple times just for fun. And
Yeah.
like some of your most common spots, people know you by name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're
I'm
just like,
very much the
hey,
local.
Tev. But in
I
all
am
of these
the
areas,
local-
never have you seen this motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. But I'm also saying that for a different reason. The tone of voice. Okay. Well,
What do
you're
you
not going to
do
be able
in
to go
the
back in there for a while.
city? No.
You want to
Definitely
explore?
Me?
Yeah. You.
I suppose. Kind of intrigued, curious to see what would happen, but he's
Are
also
you gonna-
nervous.
You going to walk around in that thing?
What else would I do?
I don't know. Take it off?
God, no.
Okay. You're just gonna. I mean, I'm already. Like, I already stand out like a sore thumb, and I thought maybe you'd be a little less that way, but it's alright.
If I take off the armor, it's gonna be the same thing.
Oh. Okay.
And you kind of
Yeah,
nod,
that's
sweating
probably
into
true.
the armor.
That's probably true. Fire genasi? That checks out, I think. I honestly haven't been here long enough to know any of the rules, so I'm still learning.
That's fair.
Let's go
Hmm.
and be
Do you have
ready
any
for
spots?
questions.
Yeah.
I have many spots, but I think that we should go in a direction I've never seen before.
That strikes fear into his heart. He's like, huh?
You do. You
Stressed.
you look around. You're just like, oh, I know what's in that direction. This one. And you guys start heading east. And as you're heading east, it's definitely unfamiliar over here. There are rows and rows of houses on either side of this area that you're walking in, and the main spot in this area is this large building that coming into vision of, and it is what at least Hollis has knows is the local library.
Ooh.
And there's kind of a
books.
reason, and I feel like Tev would probably feel this, like, oh, there's a reason I didn't go down that way.
Yeah.
You saw too many
That's-
books come from that direction.
Yeah,
Because
and it can't-
additionally, right down
Well,
the road is the
he.
Scrolls and Spells Sanctum.
You know what he would do though?
What?
Something he's already done. I guarantee it. Is he's gone to this place and
Mhm.
asked for them to read it to him.
Oh, they definitely have. Oh, yeah, you're on their list.
Yeah, so I feel like he does know this place well
Yeah.
because he's gotten information from it before. For the people who are patient with him, I think the places that he hasn't explored yet is one of the areas where the big flying machines are at.
Ah, yes, one of the ports. And so that's definitely north. So, got through an area that was familiar, but you knew off of that branched off an area that you hadn't been to yet. And as you wave goodbye to the Tomb Keeper's library, TOME, not TOMB, Tome, my bad, Tome Keepers, you head north, and the spot is the central location to all of the ships flying overhead, being held up by this large outline of metal that is encompassing a like almost like fabric that is like really hard and really reinforced fabric, and so it just looks like a paper machine there, and it's landing on these large extensions coming off of the central, leading back in towards the center, and you see that the entrance to this is through these two metal doors that have a square slit to peek
I
through.
have a what?
A square like opening.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I was being annoying. Continue.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's doors that go into this building.
Mm-hmm.
Are there people coming through it?
There are quite a
Okay.
bit coming in and out. And the people range are very greatly. You see good mix of humans, of elves, and some of the more humanoid creatures as well. There's a Aarakocra that comes out as well.
Hmm.
You see that he's got his wings kind of tucked in a bit and coming out with a tailored like suit. It's nice
So-
form, nice form fitting attire. So what do you want to do?
I would like. Yeah, Tev's gonna look over at the much taller suit with a person in it, and he's going to say, "So, have you ever rode one of those?" And he points up
Mm.
at one of the airships that are flying around.
Has he rode one of those? Because I know Nalu went by boat, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
He's
you've
just fine.
never been on one of these. At
Just
least
kinda
not
looks
with Nala.
back and nods no.
Shakes your head, you mean?
Yeah.
Uh huh. Neither have I.
Okay.
It's fucking perfect. Let's go.
With what money?
He does that smolder. Your money?
Oh my god.
No?
I guess. I don't know.
Yes!
Sure.
Let's go.
He
Okay.
follows
Let's-
along.
As can both of you roll a perception check for me?
Yes.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
our ass perception.
Yeah, I have
Yes.
-2.
Yes,
I have -1.
I love how you guys are just oblivious to the outside world.
We're too busy looking at each
You're
other.
too busy looking at each other.
We can't look at this world. Okay, I got a 14.
I got a 12.
Perfect. So you both pass, and as you pass and make this decision, you see that the Aarakocra in the suit looks at Tev and gives a wave and starts heading your direction.
Oh.
It looks like he intends to talk to you.
Do you know him? He's pointing at the
Huh?
Aarakocra. That one. We know
Uh,
him.
Do I know him?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know him, God?
No.
No.
He's waving at you.
At
And
me?
it's getting closer.
Mhm.
Oh, gods. I swear. All right. Your face. Hi.
Good sir, good sir. Please, you do have to tell me. Where did you get this automaton?
Oh.
This
Side
is so
eyes.
beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
Look
that
at
I
that
do agree.
architecture. It is
Yeah.
so
Just kind of waves a little.
oh,
Okay,
built
I should
so
clarify.
well. Oh,
There is a person in there,
and it's
allegedly.
your automaton speaks.
Side eye. I'm just a person.
Oh.
I'm not a full automaton.
This is why I
Not
said
a-
take off the
That's
suit.
so convincing.
And
I love what you've done.
thank
Ah.
you.
And
I
he's told
made this myself.
he's grabbing Tev's hand right.
Uh,
I
huh?
love what you've done.
Oh no.
Whoa.
I didn't have anything
Huh?
to do with that.
Wait.
No. I'm
Oh.
not that skilled a
Then-
craftsman in any
Then who?
area.
Then who is responsible for
The person in the suit.
suit?
Allegedly.
Suit.
Suit.
This is no.
Like suit of armor? Suit.
And he glances over at the armor. You're a person?
Yes.
And he just has this blank stare. It's kind of like the lead stare.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice to meet you.
And he pushes through the two of you and then walks away.
Ugh.
Interesting.
I can tell you haven't gone out much. You can't without being a huge draw of eyes.
I just don't like to explore.
I wouldn't either if I was bumbling around in that thing.
Well, I do come out of it sometimes, but
I mean, I would imagine. I'd hope so.
mostly
Hope so.
I just don't like to explore either. I come out to go to sleep,
Oh, yeah, that's
pray,
Mhm.
and then eat
Pray?
food. Yeah,
Pray to who?
the god of the sun.
His eyes get wide. His eyebrows raise. Do you know about the god of the sun?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. No, this really works out for me. Let's go on the weird sky thing. Come on.
Okay. He's like narrowed up eyes, like this guy's very odd, but I'll follow along. He's doing stuff he doesn't usually do, so he's kind of excited, but also freaking out. He's having he's on the verge of a panic attack.
So, how do we get in one of those things?
How do we get on the ship?
Yeah.
You. What do? Do you just know there's doors that people are coming in and out of?
Yeah, I don't know shit. I've never been here. I never could afford it, so I've never been here.
Exactly. What do you do?
We go through the doors.
Go
over
to
there.
the
Perfect.
wherever there's looks like someone who works there.
You go through the door. You go through the door, and then that leads you to people who know what they're talking about. So
Yes.
through the door, there are glass windows surrounding you in a square, and it's really the windows are roughly about 10 feet high, so the ceiling is about 10 feet. And everywhere but the entrance that you came in from has a bunch of glass windows inside, and in front of you is this concession stand style receptionist front area similar to that of an airport with large screens overhead, and they show you what numbers correlate to the location you want to go to. And so on either side of them has tunnels that a plethora of people are coming in and out of, seemingly that lead to the ports that they're part of. Actually, you can see to the right of where you're entering, there is this curve, but still, because you can see outside the glass, you can see further up the path a curve that goes around and up, and what you can assume to be one of the higher parts of the port, or dock rather. And so you're getting a wave by the people in front of you. Seems to be some humans dressed in a green suit.
Do we go up to the people?
Yeah.
Correct. You do. So
Souls
there's a
critical
line that
examining.
there's one lane that is not open, and it's a your average looking dude, human. He goes, how can I help you? Where are you trying to go today?
How do we take one of the sightseeing rides up there?
One of the sightseeing rides up there. Sightseeing rides. So that's more private. We're kind of, well, Except for one. I mean, I guess there you could go on that
There
charter.
isn't
That charter is
the one
it comes
where
back
it's like
here,
all the
but
tourists go.
yeah, but they stop at multiple locations outside of the city. You fine with that? They will come back.
How
When will it
long?
come back?
When will it? Well, when does this one leave? And he goes and checks, and he's looking through He's looking through the logbook. Aha. Okay. Their stop is three locations outside of harbor. And they're each lasting 2 days each for each trip, and then leaving.
Oh.
And
Oh.
then the last destination, and he's tracing on the map where it was outlined. This destination's good, and it's a bit further to the northwest
No, it's-
area.
It's okay. It's all right.
That
I think that's a little too long.
that's a little too.
How
long.
about? Is there like is there a place you can look out at the top?
Oh yes. That is
Like a seeing spot? Like we don't have to actually take one of the charters
Oh no,
out?
no. You don't need to take one of the charters out. Yes, our viewing deck.
Oh.
You want to go to our viewing deck?
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you want to? Is that free? Eyebrow raise.
No, it is not free.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
How
you see,
much
it
would
is.
that be?
Well, it depends on the capacity. So,
There's-
one moment.
Oh.
Yes. Right. There are 7 out of 8 slots reserved. Wait. Oh. Okay. And he scratches out one of the names. Okay, they're gone. That leaves 2 more. Then that would you 2 would be the last 2, and we can't allow any more. So this is what you're gonna do. Round after your payment.
How much?
That'll be. What was it? 40 silver ahead.
Okay. He's like sifting through
Tev
his wallet.
looks shocked and appalled at the fact that you are actually committing to this.
He's just doing what he's directed to do. He's like, okay.
He goes, excuse us for 1 second.
Oh yes, please.
Like kind of pushes. He like presses his hands on the armor and like gently pushes him back before like telling him to come closer.
He leans down.
Are you sure you want to like spend that much money on this? That's a lot. I've never even held that much money in my life.
I don't see much of an issue.
Are you sure? Are you so sure about that?
Do you not really want to do this?
No, that's definitely not the problem. I'm just worried about your financial decisions. Okay,
I don't really
no.
do anything with
That's true.
money.
If you don't have anything to
You've
do,
accrued
if you're
quite a
not
bit of
going,
money.
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
paid pretty well. You get paid pretty well by Nalu.
Okay.
I'm
Then
okay.
he takes a step back. Okay, Mr. Moneybags. Turns his body back to the guy. All right, we're doing it. We'll take
Okay.
those-
Perfect. Could I interest you in some snacks, some beverages?
Yeah.
Anything you
Does that
fancy
come
in
with
particular?
hold on.
Oh.
Does that come with that much silver? Is that
Oh
free?
no, that's extra.
Oh, that's how they get you.
There's
Just
this
said out loud.
wonderful local sparkling cider brewed locally.
Oh God.
And it's let's see.
It's
I
like
think
he
I'm okay.
cringes
You
every
too.
time. He cringes.
You're looking for half a bottle, a full bottle? Just looking for
I'm-
a cup, a 2, a 3.
I'm an automaton.
Oh,
that-
my sincerest apologies. And he bows. He goes,
What?
I did not mean to offend.
So I don't drink that.
Um, I'll get to your order in a second. What about you, person who has flesh?
I'm so lost. I got like something happened in that conversation that made Dev so overloaded because his like brain turned off. He's got a he like blinks. How much is that gonna be?
Oh, well, it depends. You want the bottle?
I don't want that. No.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want? What do you want? You want a cup? A two? Well, the cup. That's our cheapest option. That's gonna be.
How much is that?
That's 9 silver a head for the cup. So that's be 2 cups, and it's about this size. And he holds it out, and it is, I don't know, about 3, maybe 4 gulps worth of a container size. It's quite small. Yeah. So this will be 9 silver a head. So that'd be 18.
His face drops again. No, thank you.
No? Oh, okay. Well, here's your tickets. And he rips them out of this, off this little, they have tabs. You know, this piece of paper, and he rips them off. And so you go. One for you and your automata. I mean, it's, you want to pay for your automatons. Visit? We don't really charge for automatons.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh,
Here,
yeah,
you
Solus
yeah.
just hands the
Yes.
money of his, like, enough for,
Solace?
Tev.
Solace hands him?
Yeah, his
He
enough
freezes.
money for Tev.
What? Wait.
Hmm?
Because his eyes, like, thin. Looking at you guys, kind of glaring a little bit. Let me roll here. Is that a natural 1? That's a natural 1. Alright, this guy's goopy goblin brain. Jesus. Hands you the rest of the money. Oh, no, that's nothing. Hands you, oh, you guys haven't handed him any money yet. My bad.
No,
Yeah, he
so
just
Solus is
he's holding his hand out.
Yeah, so Solus is handing enough for Tev now, because he's like,
I see what's being
he's
put
been
down.
swindled, yeah.
What a practical, well-functioning automaton.
Yeah, it was built at the place down the street. He's starting to
Oh.
realize what's happening.
I would
He's,
like
he's catching on to the lie that's being told right now.
roll for deception.
Fuck. I do have a +4 to deception though. This is 13.
All right, his insight. Oh my
Sense. That makes
god,
sense.
it's a 3. He believes
Oh
you.
my god. Oh my god. Okay. cool.
Wow.
All right.
Locally made.
Oh, just down the street.
Oh.
Solus is
Ooh.
nodding
Oh.
in the most automaton way he could.
Oh, like I think the real stiff movement there. Will nods. I'll have to go there. What's it called?
Oh. Automaton.
Tangora's mystical ruins. He like
Yes.
quietly tries to set a Tev.
And you see him write
Yes.
it down. Thank you. Well, enjoy your ride. And he points at the entrance on the right. And he goes, first elevator. You won't miss it.
Okay. Thank
They
you.
just get to step away now.
Yeah, he's stepping away very like I trying to look good and cool and
Do you
very
pretend
not...
robot walk?
Yeah.
And you do. And you see rounding that corner that there is this button. It has an arrow pointing up. And there are Iron doors shut in front of you. Solace would know what this is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna press the button.
You do. And
I do
the
not know what
blue
this is.
illuminates, and you hear like whirring sounds coming from it. And after
He's just kind of staring up, waiting.
Beautiful. After a moment, the doors they slide up and down. Not up and yeah, the top part goes up, part opens, and there is this square platform to step on that has very similar inscriptions to Nalu's equipment. Not quite, a little different. You can kind of see the difference in consistency between the inscriptions. Well, that's especially obvious to Solace.
Mm.
You see that he like whoever inscribed this platform kind of ends their lines in a non like kind of sloppily
Ah, interesting.
compared to the work you're used to seeing, where everything is this consistent, softly drawn inscription. This is a bit rougher.
We get onto the rough elevator then.
Yeah, you do. And there's a large button on the inside connected
I
to the
can't tell the
platform.
difference between any of that. I'm just happy to be there.
You guys step
I'm
in,
just gonna press the button.
do so, and you press it, and it pauses. There's a pause for a moment, and there's now a subtle, consistent lifting occurring below you. There's no obvious like function like or sound to be heard from it, other than that the markings below you are really bright, and that the gems that they're connected to at the beginning of these patterns are glowing brightly, and those kind of have a soft pulsing dim to them.
Solus is gonna kind of look to Tev and be like, "Sorry for lying to the guy, but
No, you got us a pretty major discount on that one.
it seemed viable. Everybody's been calling me an automaton, so
If you want to lean into that, I will perpetuate that lie if I need to. I don't care. I wouldn't have been here without you anyway.
fair."
And there is as the platforms start to raise a bit higher from the ground floor, there are these at the closer to the base, as you guys are going, really hard to see around. So because that part is encased in metal, as you're getting higher, it switches to the glass that's similar to it is the windows that were out from surrounding the receptionist area. Now you can see outwards as you guys are ascending at a pretty medium pace. It's actually quite a high tower, this one. The lookout deck. You could probably guess that it's the tallest structure in the whole city. You guys have been ascending, and it's still not. You still haven't reached the top.
Gee, never seen it this high up.
Uh-huh. He's starting to look around like he's a little freaked out. Just a little. Just a
Solus
little.
is like into it. You can see he's kind of like stepping closer to the wall, like the mirror, the windows.
Tev has never been this high off the ground. So he's reacting with something you've never done before, and also your body tells you you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Being several hundred feet up in the air will do that to you.
He like looks back. He's like, "Are you okay?"
"Yep, I'm great."
Does he
Smile on
look
his face.
okay? Yeah.
He's got a grimace.
And
He's stiffer than before.
so good.
Wait, is it like as you go up, there's windows in the elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's
why
like
Yeah,
there's also
yeah.
bars
Yeah.
on the golden
Okay, I'm definitely gripping the bars.
Yeah, we're definitely good.
I've got both hands on the bars.
It'll really start
Solus is
slowing
pretty
down.
But then I
Okay.
like the moment like I see Solus looking my way, I like try to like lean a little bit.
trying to be
I'm
suave.
not suave. I'm trying to look very relaxed. I
Very
am.
casual.
Yeah.
I'm very casual and
I'm
very
casual.
relaxed.
Next.
Uh-huh. I don't think he's doing a great job, but he's trying.
I don't know. Roll a performance check. Let's find
Oh,
out.
let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is your time. This is what your character is built for. Look at that 19 charisma.
I got a I got a 13.
Yeah. It's pretty okay.
Wait, doesn't
Huh?
doesn't
Oh, is that
Solus have
have
to
to-
roll against me?
What did I roll?
You roll
Insight.
insight.
Ins-
Yes.
Did I have a negative? So.
I have a +0 to insight too. And I'm proficient in insight for some reason. I don't know why.
He got a. Let's see. Oh, he got 17.
Oh. Yeah. His act is pretty good, but you saw right through it. You know
So he's just
that
kind
this
of
man
nodding.
is anxious.
Yeah.
We'll get to the top soon, and then it'll be more stable.
Will we stop moving ever?
Mhm.
You think?
And as
We
you
should.
as you say that, you notice that the platform has slowed its ascension as it gets near the top.
It's slowing
Well-
down.
Yep.
If it stops, Tev's gonna like actually physically relax a little bit for a moment.
You do, and it raises into like the perfect fit for the platform, and entry point is up. And as it opens up, you see that this part lookout also encased in that, well, except for the ground, so the walls around it's got that glass. And where you've exited is kind of a globe shape. Additionally, well, it'd be a dome in this case, so it's kind of a dome shape. And there are 3 domes that are connected to each other. And to your left, you can see and count a handful of people that are scattered throughout the lookout deck. And so they're scattered just about even.
After he looks around and sees how high up they are, he went from like breath of relief to terror again for a moment. But after he sits in it for a while, yeah, he's very much looking around.
They
Yes,
look
Solus is
around.
excited and looking too. He's kind of getting closer to the edges and stuff.
Nice.
Yes, same, but like very carefully.
And you see just like this breathtaking view of the city seen before. Seeing like spots you know you visited and spots you missed. Spots that you're like, oh, that's what's over there. Oh, what is that thing? Some things are sparking your curiosity. I like to imagine Tev is like pointing at them too. There's that
Tev
animated
is
fashion.
not ready to even take a hand off a rail yet. So,
So true. So
but he does start leaning forward and he looks over to see what that Solus is doing. He's like side-eyeing just to see
Mhm.
what's going on.
He's eating it up. He's not even holding a rail. He's just kind of like looking at the sights.
It does look just like a big suit of armor looking.
Yeah, it
around.
just kind of looks like some
Head.
guy just kind of standing there.
Yeah,
But on the inside, it's like his eyes are wide. He's kind of beaming. The light from that's emitting is a little brighter, I would say, from his armor.
Is it what you expected?
It's even more, not gonna lie. There's so much to see. I didn't even know.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Such a big place. I've really only stayed in my one area.
You probably should get out a little more.
Maybe.
There's a lot of cool stuff close up too.
Not a lot of pieces. Like my armor doesn't really fit in a lot of spaces.
Maybe the next design you make has to be built a little smaller. You did make yourself. I mean, maybe. Sorry, I don't know how big you are in there. I
fit
It's
perfectly.
built-
He's sweating.
Okay.
He's
Okay, I
lying.
see. So before you walked around with a suit of armor that large, would you also have problems getting into doors? He's like, eyebrow raise.
Not
He's
fully.
trying to ask some clarifying questions.
Not
fully.
But I'm still very tall. Trying to give him like non-answers to what he looks like,
All right.
and
fine.
also lies. He's lying.
Okay. Can you roll deception
roll
on that
for
one?
deception
Yeah.
and challenge with insight.
Yep.
Fight,
I'm doing
fight,
so.
fight.
A nat 20.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
A nat 20.
Pierce through the
Oh,
soul.
I got
You
an
got an
unnatural.
outline.
I
You got
an
an
unnatural
unnatural 20?
22.
Wow.
Oh. But I still
The only
wait.
way
How
you
does that
can
work?
contest,
Beat
the
me
only
out.
way you can contest the higher DC is if he also rolled a nat 20. The nat
Okay.
20 still takes
Yeah, you
precedent.
win.
Takes
Whew,
priority.
You unnatural.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
Up, pierce
I guess I
through the
see right
soul.
through your lie, and I say,
Yeah.
says, all right, I'll play your game. I get it.
What?
Clearly,
Game?
you've got something to hide, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I won't ask any more questions in that direction.
He's sweating a little.
You
Good.
should still go out. We could go to the places, or you could go to the places where you do fit.
True. I haven't
There's-
thought of that.
I think that you need to do that more.
I would like to. It's just, yeah. I haven't really thought about it. Been mostly focused on work.
Does he like work you to the bone? Or are you like, no, you like to be there? I know
It's
already.
the opposite. He never
He's
had he
begging.
tells you enough like to do enough. He just like does he just keeps
Yeah.
doing them.
Yeah,
And then you're like, "Oh, I'm on to my next chore." And he'll be like, "No, I already did the dishes." And you're like, what? Then what's my next task?
Why? Yeah.
So
Well,
I don't know.
Tev-
It was just there.
Tev was just assuming that he just stays in there all day because he's scared to go outside.
Yeah, he is.
That's his assumption. All right. Well, there's no one around you that's like, hey, friend, want to go out sometime?
I
N-
haven't made many friends. I've got Nalu.
He purses his lips. Oh. Okay. Well, I think you've just made one.
Oh, he's kind of excited by this. Like, this is how you do it.
Are you
Okay.
burning a little hotter?
Yeah, he's a little bit more orange.
And I have, most of the time, a lot of time on my hands and a whole lot of
I've
nothing to
seen
do.
that.
And you know about something I need to know about.
What's that?
The sun god.
Oh, he's not really that crazy.
You
I just pray to him
okay?
very regularly.
Okay. And this praying thing,
Mm-hmm.
you get magic from it? He's like raising his eyebrow. He knows about this as a concept and he wants to know.
I suppose yes.
You
I'm
do?
classified as a paladin.
Okay. I have to show you something.
Okay.
He opens his coat up, which is lined with pockets. And the pockets are
Stresses him
looking.
out as well.
The pockets are hand stitched. Like if you look closer, it's very clearly like just with recycled fabric. Either he added them or someone he knows added them because they definitely were built for him. And he slips his hand into a pocket and pulls out this like warping of light.
Oh.
A piece that's super bright and like warps reality around it. And he looks over at Solus and he goes, "This is a piece of your god's heart."
Would he recognize it, God?
You would not recognize it in the sense that he's seen it before, or like it. He would recognize it in a different sense. One, he does feel this strange connection to the piece, like almost like you've just gotten a second wind, of energy, of like just your stamina returning. Like you just feel like you've woken up, and it does come to mind that there have been stories of heretics and fakes of Cilandros' heart, because part of one an astounding large part of that party, but particularly the people that your friend believed, that did separate to many fragments, and you would know if it were real, if felt some form of connection with it. And you've bear witness to examples of fakes, some being local craftsmen, some being just rare, very rare con man.
Mm-hmm.
But this, no, this is different.
So he hits the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you have that?
It's a long story.
That's really important. That's an extremely important item.
That's too many personal questions. And he leans against the rail.
Well, don't have it out like this. Just
Well, nobody
put it
can see
back.
but you. Come on now. Do you
You're,
want to hold it?
Sweating. Yes.
Here.
Like,
I trust
he
you.
like does like a mini prayer. He's like, "May my God allow me to hold this item."
You do that.
And-
Oh my
Slowly
god.
takes it.
He passes it. He gently places it in his
And
giant fucking
to you,
claws.
through the glove, through the armor, as your armor grasps it, through the metal, feels to you too hot, and you can withstand it for a few moments, but you don't see any singeing or searing through the gloves because these can withstand a very hot temperature. But this feels like that transfer of heat shot right through your hand, and you drop it, and you see no burns.
Oh! Can I
Oh.
try to catch it?
You do, and go ahead and roll.
Okay. What do I roll for that?
That'll be a dex or
What,
acrobatics.
It depends on how I catch it.
Depends on how you catch it.
If I jump it,
Whichever one is better.
if I jump for it, I think that's
Jump for it.
acrobatics, and if I just try to swipe it, that's
So
probably
sleight
dex.
of hand. So it depends how close you are.
Not
so I'd say you're
sleight of
pretty close.
hand. Yeah. I was just
Yeah.
right. I was just right in front of him.
And make a dex.
Okay.
Dex roll.
Just like regular
Yeah.
dex. Okay. That's a 13. I keep rolling these 13s.
Well, that's just enough.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God.
And drops it. Goes, oh, and you catch it. But do you gently cup it?
I catch it with one hand, but then I immediately throw it back up into the air.
But you put
Oh
a
my
very
God.
calculated catch into flicking the momentum back up. And then as it's coming back up, catch it in your and
No, I don't want to catch it.
Oh.
I went for
yeah, you've just flung it back in the
passing
air.
it up.
Yep. you
Oh
do
my
that.
God! I'm gonna try to
Yep,
catch
go
it then.
ahead, make a dex save.
18.
Sorry, not a dex save, just a regular dex roll. Dex
Yeah.
roll. You do
I have to
so.
pee
It
so
comes.
bad.
It comes back down, and you. How do you catch it?
I leave my hands out the way they were
Great.
because I'm hoping that it will just come back, or like just kind of guiding it the same way.
You're guiding it, and you're guiding your hand, and your tracking's good. Boo! It lands in the palm of your hand, but then that striking pain, like a bullet through your
Oh, no.
hand, happens again. Do you drop it or do you hold on?
He'd hold, but he'd be like begging. He'd be like, "I need you to take this, please."
Oh, me? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
One
He,
moment.
like,
Pause. The
really
pause. Because it's
Oh.
I need. All right. 3 points of damage.
Damn. Oh, I almost put 34. I almost downed him by
Damn.
accident.
Kill him! No.
He just.
too much.
Has been compromised. Made characters that are.
No, I've
Too
just
cute
decided I'm
to
gonna kill
die.
them.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm thinking the opposite.
That will be sad.
He kind of just like dusts his hands off, even though they kind of hurt.
Wait, did you drop it on the ground again?
No, I gave it back. I'm trying to hold it out for
Oh
you
yeah,
to take
I
it.
grab it. I grab it
desperately.
immediately.
Right.
I grab it immediately.
And again,
Sorry,
that searing
that-
burn.
Did that hurt?
Yeah, it burnt me.
Oh, that's different. Doesn't burn me.
Doesn't do that to you.
No.
Burn marks
Okay,
on my
well,
gloves either.
My God did not like that. That's his immediate thought. He's like, I didn't pray well enough.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that how petty they are? Okay.
What I think it
Interesting.
might have happened, I don't know.
I guess they are kind of that petty. Okay. Well,
So, You
I
just
have it.
have that.
Yeah, and there's multiple.
I know that.
And I want to collect them all.
1,000 year stare. He's
I
like,
want to collect. No, I don't want to. I
"Ooh,
need to. I need to collect them all.
why?
Too many personal questions.
Okay. Um. w- and how do I fit into this?
I don't know. You know more than I do, right?
Uh,
I don't know anything. And I can't. I don't have any
Okay.
connection to the god, and you do. I feel like that would be helpful.
His eye is twitching.
You. I don't know. Is it
Um,
just. Are you just like the religious kind where you just like do the rituals, or are you like the talk directly to the god kind?
He's just the ritual kind, right,
No.
God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. His god has never
He's
spoken
not
to him.
arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm.
Not a
Oh, yeah,
single
he's not
time.
Nico either.
Yeah. But
What does he say in
well,
response
he knows
to that?
he knows that his like island is charged by one, right?
Yes, but in a more like, yeah. He does.
Does he know where any of the others are? That's his only one, though.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna kind of just stare. He's like, I don't speak to the god. I do the rituals. And
Okay.
I only, I don't know where any of the pieces would be. Lying.
Roll
Can
for
I
deception.
roll on insight?
Yeah, I'm rolling for deception.
Roll the insight.
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me, fuck. Okay.
I got a 7.
Oh,
Well, I got good news. I got a 5.
Okay, well, it works at least. It's not good, but you don't get it, so.
Well, that is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Still, even if you can't help me, we're still friends.
I'll take that.
Besides, I owe you one. I definitely could not afford to come here. So thanks.
You're welcome. I just know that it would be hard to find all of them.
Yeah, I don't care about that. I got time.
Like, it's going to affect people. He's squinting.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Harm societies.
What? No.
Mhm.
No. No.
Mhm.
He shake his head.
Mhm. Solus is nodding.
In like what way?
It's going to harm societies.
In what way?
That's too many personal questions.
Ah. Okay.
Puts his little finger up.
Okay. Well, I have to do it. I think.
You have to?
Yes.
You do know that getting them all together brings them back, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I knew that. Yep.
And that would
Yep.
be quite...
Sounds right.
I don't even know if I want that.
What? You don't want the one that, like, makes you have cool shit to come back?
He's kind of just like stares back at the view. Like, too many personal questions.
Okay. Yeah. Heard. Okay. Well, I don't really know what to say from here. We've hit some roadblocks.
It is. The weather is nice up here.
It is. It is
Well-
very nice. And I'm sorry that you
Hmm.
got hurt. I didn't think that would happen.
I didn't either, but now I know.
That is something worth looking into at the very least.
And the both of you roll perception checks for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with our ass perception.
Okay, there's a lot of perceiving that's happening.
Uh-oh!
Well, I didn't do so bad.
I got a 6.
Yes.
Oh, you did so bad.
Yeah.
15.
You don't hear shit. You hear the sound of two like soft metal clanking noises kind of coming from the other side of the elevator, and it's kind of getting closer. That was the tap.
What?
Like the sound of tiny metal footsteps coming from the other side of the elevator, and it's coming your
Oh.
way.
Ew, okay. I am suddenly more on guard.
It's going. Wah, 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 wah.
Ooh, I definitely lean into my rail a little bit. I don't like the sound of that at all.
Do you look in that direction?
Yeah.
Alright. You see this tiny blue inscribed metal, like, what? Not metal, but like maybe stone sculpture, a tiny imp robot. Like, or not imp robot, imp statue. Without the arm. And not the arm, the wings. So it's just this tiny lanky little
I don't
Yankee
like
little
that.
thing, and
Mm-mm.
without opening its mouth or anything, it has drinks atop of it, and it goes "Rah, rah, rah, rah." Beverages.
Oh no.
Its head
No.
kind of snaps left and right like a
Mm-mm.
clockwork. "Rah, rah." Beverages?
Nah.
They're not
Where
free.
I
Beverages?
I know
Beverages?
they're not.
Okay.
Boy, do I
And
know.
it turns its torso without its head moving and turns its legs shortly after and starts walking
Ugh.
away, but its head is in your direction. Beverages?
Nope.
Beverages?
You are dismissed. That a weird thing.
They're sometimes a little odd.
I
I'll give you
don't-
that. That one's strange.
Maybe you're just used to seeing like masterpieces that now when you see the common people's thing, you're like, whoa, what am I
do
even
only
looking at?
I do only see Nalu. So I guess you're right.
I think you're right. And clearly you're working under the right person because I feel like it takes a lifetime to get as good as what you've already gotten to.
Oh, well, thank you. He's very proud of his work, so he's kind
I
of.
I don't know much though. I'm just some guy on the street.
It has been a journey. I've learned a lot.
So,
What do you do for anything? Do you do work other
As,
than collecting that?
as this is happening, so as I mentioned, the ground below you, it's solid. And kind of on the other side of this area of the viewing deck, it's a little ways out from you guys.
I gotta pee.
Oh, do you want to go pee after this? After this statement.
I gotta pee
You
so
gotta pee?
bad.
Okay, I pause. Take a break for the ads. I need to plug my phone in.
Yeah. Damn.
Beverages?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Beverages?
Oh my.
I'm back too.
I'm ready to resume whenever.
And resume. I don't remember what was happening.
You're the
You were talking about the ground being structurally sound.
That's right. There's you see like a cylindrical piece of metal come out of the ground with a little console on it. And there's a little speaker on it that goes, "Do you want to take a cute, wholesome picture together? To look
Is it
great."
free?
No, it doesn't cost a lot.
How much does it cost?
And as you say that, a square piece comes out of the cylinder that's out of the ground, and it has a board of prices.
Okay.
And you can see one picture is 10 silver. There is also the last it says highlights of last 60 seconds where we caught you two being cute. There's the last minute video to take home, and it says includes portable player, portable adapter, and you can see that that's a that's a hefty price. You can tell that this is an experience that people are used to having what would be otherwise intimate moments alone.
Yeah, it's a date,
Yeah,
and we went on one on accident.
yeah,
Accidental dating hotspot.
right. And so like think of any upsells that would happen in a photo booth. That's kind of
Yeah.
that, but manifests as its own like larger self.
Kev is going to look over at Solus.
Just press
and go,
this button to make your purchase.
You want me to shoo it away, or it's up to you.
I guess a photo would be cool.
I can't read what they say.
The 8 points at the top one is the cheap option, like the cheap one. That's probably good.
Okay, that one
Great.
is a button.
Yep.
Okay, I pressed the button.
What's your purchase?
Just one photo.
One photo, that will be 10 silver, and
Oh.
arm shoots out of it with its hand open, and it's giving a give me motion.
He passes over the silver.
And it takes it and then quickly withdraws. Like it just withdraws straight. Like even though its ligaments are kind of like, or it's like runic
Ligaments?
limbs. Its runic
Ligaments?
limbs were kind of like coming out at a 90-degree angle. It just pulled back. Thank you. Prepare. Say cheese. And it's
Jeez.
It kinda has
a
little
blinding
thumbs
flash comes from an area that you didn't really notice there was anything even over there. It flashes,
up.
and then in that same console, you see it printing the photo below the console.
Oh.
And it is exactly as advertised. This very the most optimized shot where the like rays of the sun are capturing both of like your best parts against this camera, and it got the angle just right, and that is what it spat out. Please take
That's
your
very
photo.
cute. He takes it, then holds it out.
And it makes like a little ripping noise, so that pulls away from the console. He goes, "Thank you," and then goes back into the ground. And it's a seamless cylinder as well. So as he goes down, you see it return to this like texture.
Isn't it cute?
He leans in to look at it, sees himself, and like slowly backs away.
This is your first time being exposed to this. I feel like.
Yeah, it is. I don't like that at all.
You don't?
I don't know.
Have you...
I don't like the permanence of it.
You've never had your picture taken?
No.
Really?
Yes.
He's
Does it steal
kinda,
your
like,
soul?
nodding slightly. No, no, no.
I don't know.
I've never
feels wrong.
experienced them stealing souls.
Usually when you capture someone's image forever, you're taking something from them.
It's just meant to be a memories thing, where you hold on to the memories.
The memories. Yeah, holding on to memories. No.
No?
No. But it is cute.
I like it.
It's all yours.
He's gonna like slip it into the armor, like in an ominous way where it's going right between the seam and the neck.
Mhm.
It's just kind of sliding in there.
He does look a little disturbed.
He's like, this is the easiest way to get it in, so.
Are you comfortable in there?
Yeah, I made it myself, so I'm able to kind of, you know, adjust as I adjust.
Well,
Do you want to see it?
see what?
What it looks like
What looks like?
inside the armor?
Maybe.
I've worked really hard on it, so when people can't really see it, it's kind of awkward. But I
Yeah, I
don't
want to
think-
see how the weird thing works.
Okay. And he kind of like looks around to make sure that no one's around. Is anybody
And
around?
let's may roll a investigation.
Investigation.
Am I looking around too? Can I help?
Oh yeah, you can help roll with advantage.
Yay!
And whoever, oh yeah, you can investigate. Good, can you?
Decently.
Better or worse?
I have a +1.
We both have a +1.
Oh
All right,
my-
then it don't matter. So you go.
This is
so
a problem.
that
We're
would
so
be-
so
I
silly.
love it.
That would be a 13.
Oh, you look around as you tend to do. It's kind of routine for you to just take a look around before you unequip, and you do, and no one's really around right now.
Okay, so he's kind of like kneel a little because it is a lot. And then he'll take his little helmet off. And it will be noticeable that he is much smaller inside the armor. As you see his little head, and he kind of is like pointing, his arm suddenly comes up and he's pointing at the different details along the inside, as if like him revealing his face is not jarring enough. he's like-
it's very jarring.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he's like,
Ev
"And
looks
so
shocked.
I've
For a
I've done
second.
some different interior work in here, and then my boots are not really lining up, so I kind of put some stilts in here. But there's room for a backpack as well." And he's kind of like shifting around so that you can kind of get a good view on everything inside.
Kev has not stopped staring at Solus's face, and that's it. Has not looked anywhere else.
He kind of looks at him, noticing the glance. He's like,
Sorry, I didn't expect that. Oh, yeah, that's really cool. Lies, like he looked.
Go ahead, here it comes the
come
duel
on,
again.
we duel again.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god! Oh
Tears.
my god. Uh-huh. Yeah. Looks really
you
cool.
weren't looking at things. You were looking at me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was.
That's
won't lie to
fair.
you.
I didn't mention it.
No. You're really interesting.
Really.
More interesting than the suit was to me, but I will look at it now. And he's like
He's turning
tears his
orange.
gaze tears his gaze away to look at the suit.
So yeah, I've got a little backpack spot, and honestly, I think 2 people could fit in here, but it would not be smart.
Eyebrow raise. That sounds like the most claustrophobic experience I've ever heard.
That's why I said it wouldn't be smart.
Yeah, probably not. Unless they were like you size.
That would work. Maybe. I would still not like it.
I wouldn't like it either. For
And
you.
then on this part actually, and he holds up the chest piece. Like he's putting that out into the
What does it
world.
look like?
He's like on the inside?
Yeah.
It looks mechanical because in some aspects he can't reach certain things. So there would be almost like it almost is
He's
like
in
a
a
little
mech.
mech in there. Yeah.
It's a steampunk mech.
Yep.
He's in a steampunk
Steampunk
mech.
mini mech.
Okay. I see.
And then he's got like a little spot where he can set things down behind him, so his backpack space.
Tev is now very intrigued. And he took, what did he's showing him the inside of the chest piece or the inside of the head?
The inside of the
The whole thing.
main chest piece, yeah, because he took
Is his arms out of it or no?
his arms are almost like T-Rex like as he's showing everything.
That's so cute.
That's so cute.
He's pointing to the different aspects that are very important to him.
Aw.
Would you mind if I like stuck my hand in there?
No. It's might be a little warm.
I want to try.
He's gonna like lean back a little bit.
He like gets up in his face and then shoves his arm in there and wiggles
they're-
his
they're
hand,
just
his
shoving it.
fingers around.
You do, and almost like this disjointed love. Even the feeling of it as you touch the stone, it kind of feels like stone that's molding with you. But as you do, you see the glove move with your hand. Looking down, you see it move with real time with your fingers, but you're not feeling any resistance. And it's kind of, it feels like like your limbs are disjointed.
Oh, that is weird. That's
Yeah,
so
it's-
cool. He's like making a fist and then
Yeah.
opening his hand and then making a
Oh,
fist.
yeah, and you do the middle
opening his hand.
finger too, and it's like really smooth.
He does a little thumbs up.
That's kind of
fine.
how this thing moves around. It's an interesting piece. I really like it.
That's fascinating. And that's happening all over.
Mm-hmm.
That's really interesting. You must be training a very specific set of muscles.
Yeah, I definitely am.
Pretty cool.
You can kind of tell, like, slightly from his build that he is sharp. He's small, but he's very built.
Yeah, I know. He's aware. He's looking him up and down now. And then he's like, "Oh. Yeah, sorry. I got a little too excited." And he like removes his hand slowly and backs away. That's super cool.
Thank you. Solus is very much more orange, but he's very excited.
Oh,
I've made an interesting friend today.
Same to you. I'm still trying to figure out how you walk on those things.
I was born this way. I don't know anything else. I don't know. He like does a little clop clop clop.
Interesting.
Everyone around here is very appalled by them, but I wouldn't know much else. Honestly, human legs are kind of I don't know.
Feet
I don't
are kind of
know.
odd. They kind of freak me out.
They're just not very strong most of the time.
Fair. We don't get a lot of Fey people, so
That I've realized, and
you're the only one.
I'm kind of grateful for. I'll be honest.
Don't like it? Hey?
That's too many personal questions.
He nods. And you can notice that he's really expressive too, because his expressions are always muted under the like mask, so he can kind of get away with being a little sassy.
Yeah.
So he's extremely emotive now all of a sudden.
One animated person to another.
He stops for a second and then blinks and he's like, ah. I don't know what you just said.
Oh, you said it was too many personal questions, so I didn't want
yeah,
to...
yeah. Too many personal questions. But there are some perks to being the only Fae person around.
Like what?
I don't know, like people who would otherwise not give someone a second look. Do look at me. Comes with
That's
its advantages. I don't think I'd be here if not for that.
I didn't really think about it like that. I usually just stay hidden because I don't really see a lot of people like me, so...
That makes sense. Sounds kind of boring. I'm not going to lie to you.
kind of just like frowns a little bit.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Let's perceive nothing.
Yeah.
Perceive
That's an
nothing.
8.
Together.
Bro, I got a 7!
Yeah, you two don't perceive anything.
Oh my god. That's so funny.
Somebody could be assassinating us right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Solus is gonna put his little helmet back on.
Out of fear? Out of fear of what's to come?
He's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna place this back on.
That's
The vibes
the
aren't off
metagaming
yet.
pigeon. Somebody.
Woo, woo,
Coo,
Woo,
coo.
coo. And so, whatever was there to be perceived is now incredibly close and incredibly loud. What sounds like a lot of metal kind of dragging on the ground. And it's... Do any of you react to that, like, metal scraping sound?
with our
Yeah.
7 and
It's
our
so
8.
light.
No.
It's really close though. Now it's definitely
Oh.
perceptible. It's
Well,
well
that
yeah,
would
within
probably
your
be the
perceiving
reason
range.
he puts his helmet on.
Yeah. Yes,
So
absolutely.
then both of you kind of jump, and as you look, after you put on your helmet, see as well that there's this kind of rectangular runic device on the ground that's just kind of doing snaking motions, and it's multiple. There's multiple of them that are connected to each other, and it kind of makes about, I don't know, maybe six of them that are connected by small little bits of stone connected to each other, but they're moving fluidly with each other, but they look like a container of some sort. And as it gets near, it kind of sounds like a train track almost, or like the sound of like many wheels, but it's against stone, and again it gets closer. And this thing stops in front of you guys and goes, "Snacks,
No thanks.
snacks."
No thank you.
Okay. And it keeps moving on. Slinks away.
Do we want to go somewhere in the city? I think these bots are going to start to harass us a little bit more.
Is that how they get us out of here?
I would assume.
They just berate you instead of just lowering you? That's messed up. Okay, well, it does give us whatever. Yeah. Yes, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to a secondary location. He says with big eyes.
He's kind of just like, okay. Knowing that he might have something in mind, or we might just be once again lost somewhere. But he's kind of liking this freedom of exploration.
Someone's broke his pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And head back towards the elevator.
Well, we kind of started strong. He says as he walks towards the place where we go down.
Strong with all this.
Yeah. I mean, we both
It
tried
was
something
really
new.
Cool. Yeah.
That's starting pretty strong. We could go somewhere that I know, but honestly, then you'll be seen with people who know me, and I don't know.
You don't want me to meet people that know you?
When you put it like that, yeah, it's embarrassing. What do you want from me?
All right, fair.
You have like one guy that knows you.
You did meet him. It's
One
not really
very
too out of my
ripped
norm.
guy.
Yes. Kind of just narrows his eyes at him.
He narrows his eyes back.
You can see that through his helmet.
He's got his fucking helmet on. Fuck, he doesn't
Yeah.
see that. Why don't we go do? Okay, so you really do only know that one guy? I was saying that as a joke.
I do. I know customers here and there, and I've spoken to Mildred before.
Oh man. Okay, well, I think now that you've got at least 2 friends, then I think that you should definitely meet some other people.
Like who?
I don't know. I know this kid named Spit. He's all right.
Spit?
Yeah, and then there's the corner store guy.
Hmm.
He's pretty cool. Bill's pretty cool.
Anytime I've really had to interact with people, it hasn't worked. I'm usually in the armor, so even when I go get food, a lot of people just kind of go around me.
I think that Spit would talk to you. I'm sure Spit would have questions at the very least. There's people that would talk to you about other things. That's just the first thing they're going to say. And then you get past that. You know what I mean?
All right. So Spit.
Yeah, he's a kid. He's kind of a little snot-nosed kid, to be honest. Anyway, you've met Mildred. That's something. I know a few other people in the town. He's like...
Kind of thing.
sweats. He knows other people, but you can tell he's kind of grimacing about it. He doesn't know if knowing those other people is fun or chill.
Well, we could go meet Spit.
Let's
Kind of like,
go.
who the fuck
Look.
is named Spit?
We're gonna. Okay, yeah, that sounds fun. That sounds weird. Let's do it.
At least you're honest.
I can't be anything else.
And
You can't?
you guys have gone in the
Ah!
elevator at this point. Additionally, as you press who presses the button?
I feel like Solus keeps pressing the buttons because he knows the place.
Yeah,
As you press
Mechanics.
that was not my job from the beginning.
a little sound comes on from a device that has some carvings etched into it, and it goes, "Press the button if you wish to purchase a elevator picture or two." And it says, "Say no if you do not. That will only be 3 silver for a 50% off
No.
deal."
No, thank you.
Okay, you have
He
a
doesn't like
wonderful
pictures.
day. Please leave a review if you can. On the way out, there are some writing instruments that have a review form on the side of the elevator. Have a wonderful day, and please come again.
Don't
And
like the elevator talks to me.
the doors close in here. You guys start floating down. Once again, met with the essentially like glass tube that you're going down, but it's just going straight down. It's a tube. It's a tube. I won't bullshit you. It's a tube that goes straight down, but it's a damn nice view. But you're going down where the sun is in a much different position. Well, not much different. I'd say you guys were up there probably an hour or two, probably an hour and a half. It's yeah, it's about 2 hours up there. And yeah, the sun is shining down the city in a different spot.
Well, I guess we just make the descent down and then leave.
All right.
Not a lot to do in there.
Nope, not a lot to do. And you guys are coming out of the elevator. That is where I'm going to end today's session.
Fucking hell yeah.
Slay.
I'm clapping my hands. Bravo.
Yippee, yippee, yippee.
Oh.
I love them.
I love them too.
I
Excellent.
love them too. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay, favorite parts.
dude.
Put on our music
I
on.
will. Just wanted. About that.
Slay.
Favorite parts, everybody.
Would you
The
care to go
cat.
first?
The way you held the cat.
That's your favorite part?
It's one of them, but that one was like the first to my brain is the cat.
So funny.
It just says a lot about Tev. And it's interesting to see how much he hates automatons as well.
That came up naturally. I did not plan for that. I'll say that much.
I love how like intrigued they are for each other, but awkward on how to like express it. They don't know how to talk to each other just yet
Mhm.
without
No.
like deceiving each other every
Yeah.
2
Yes. Yes. Well, because they don't know one another yet.
And that's
No,
their
they're
battle.
Not ready to be. Yeah, they're not ready to be like emotionally vulnerable.
No, not at all. My favorite part was my initial my favorite part is that's too many personal questions bit
Yes.
that's been going on between them.
So
Because it's
good.
literally them. It's Teb setting up. Here's a way to express your boundary. I will honor this system as well, and then they use it so they can get closer without crossing the boundaries yet.
That's too many personal questions is now gonna be my favorite running bit for them.
I love
That's
it
too many
so
personal
much.
questions.
I'm
That's gonna
funny.
be the way they. Yeah, that's such a good way for them to communicate.
Oh, what a
I love
devious
it.
inside joke, guys.
That's too many personal questions.
That's too many personal questions. I can't take any more.
They're
That's
just
probably
so.
my favorite part.
favorite parts. Oh, I've got a few. Well, my selfish one is beverages,
Beverages.
valid.
particularly because that was an improvised character. I thought that up on the spot. That wasn't pre-planned, and I'm happy in the quality.
I love it. I love that thing. He's so funny.
Such a goofy little guy.
So good, and just such a short-lived existence. Nalu, I forgot to introduce him when we first saw him, mostly because I knew you guys kind of already got a description of it, but I have to cater to the audience. If anyone gets this far, probably Matt. I'm saying hi to future Matt. Here we go.
Probably
Say hi,
not.
future Matt.
Hi, Matt.
There you go. All right. But the then introduction part, I really am happy with his design. But for Tev, yeah, I'm seconding the holding the motherfucking cat by the tail.
What? No, come on.
Okay,
Come up with
okay,
a different one.
Different one. Okay, well that is okay, but my second one is just like how smooth you were in dialogue with Solace. Particularly once I was up on the once you were up on the lookout deck. that-
Yeah, duh. They're on a cute date.
Additionally, the panic I've had of the announcement of those prices, those were exorbitant prices. You are right. The
Yes, I know.
The nonchalance.
Yeah,
is
and
from
also
such a,
like that is
you're getting
such
a whiff of kind of like privilege in that case.
Yeah, privilege and luxury.
Yes,
He's
privilege
not
and
used
luxury,
to
'cause
that at
amount
all.
is nothing to Solace.
That. Yeah, you were
he's
kind of
supposed to-
flexing.
Yeah, I loved it.
Because he's just accumulated a lot of money in this.
Yeah,
state.
I know, and it.
Yeah, and he doesn't spend
And he
any of
also
it.
comes from nobility. He comes
Yeah.
This only comes from wealth.
Yeah.
I don't know
so,
how much of that wealth carried over, but I'm sure you left with something to hold you over. Maybe.
Yeah. He got away with at least something, but it's still like prices wouldn't fully click with him, and then on top of that, with him hoarding.
Yeah, so true. And the fact that you can kind of use your own armor as your own storage compartment,
Yeah.
in some areas, so good. And for Solace, my favorite part was I put a pin on a few things. Decide which one takes the.
Can I say one?
Yes, please go ahead.
One of my favorite parts from Solace specifically is deciding to take the helmet off.
Yes, so bold. So
That was
bold.
a bold move.
So
Bold.
bold. Feasting.
But
Nom, nom, nom.
he was hyper fixated. He was like, I get
Yeah.
to show off my little things.
Yes.
It was the nat one for me, guys. The nat one was so good. Nat-
What was the nat one
The
of?
nat one was a perception roll to see if you're walking up, but instead, Solace was just like staring at Nalu's like welding work,
Oh, I see.
and
yeah.
it's
He
like,
didn't perceive you coming up.
hey,
You're a
yeah.
fucking nerd.
I want to
dude.
think, that like happens often because you're just like
The
trying to study
nerd.
every movement.
Yeah,
Love
he's
it.
screwed for that department. He's just a nerd.
It's a nerd, but that's again, you've gotten some compliments from just bystanders, whether indirectly or directly, for the masterful craftsmanship. Beautiful thing.
That was an excellent session 1.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Thank you
Yippee! They have so much space to grow.
so much. Feasting right now, guys. This is such a beautiful
Is it
thing.
Thursday yet?
Is it
Is it
Thursday
Thursday
yet?
yet? Please.
I love the accent also.
Me too.
It's definitely whatever he comes out as in the sentence.
Hmm